Cine.
Pals! What is going on, everybody? I'm Jaby Koay, joined again by Michael Blues.
Hello, hello.
We are continuing forward with A Different World, and we're watching episodes 17 through 19. You guys, thanks so much for joining us. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you want to watch the entire thing with us without any cuts or interruptions, head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/cinejump or cinejump.com. You will need your own access to the show, which we are watching through Netflix, so you can open up each episode side by side with our reaction. We give you 3, 2, 1 countdown sync, and it's like you're watching with 2 of your favorite pals from the internet. All right, here we go.
Well, there must be something here your mother would like for her birthday.
No, that will never do.
Why?
We have to choose between the portable water pick,
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
the Louis Vuitton
Bag.
cat carrier.
The bag.
The Louis Vuitton cat. Obviously, the
water
Louis
pick.
Vuitton.
Okay, that settles it. The cat carrier.
That just seemed obvious.
Yeah, right?
Hairdresser just loved the crystal bud vase I sent Mama for Mother's Day.
She gave away your Mother's Day present?
Oof.
Oh.
The only time I ever made her happy was when I was crowned Miss Magnolia.
Well, I'm sure she was very proud.
That lasted all of 2 seconds.
She kept calling me her baby all day.
Whitley, you know what's coming up? The Miss Hillman competition.
I see someone put on her thinking cap this morning.
Use that to get Mom's approval. That's healthy.
You could be Miss Gilbert.
I am Miss Gilbert, but I plan to be Miss Hillman. Take these things back to the store and keep a little something for yourself.
Oh.
You mean
So you
it?
pick the water pick?
Thank you.
Oh, just that, okay.
Here's a cute little keychain for you.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, man.
What a shitty move.
She liked the
The scarf.
scarf.
There's going to be a dorm meeting tonight. Gilbert has to nominate a candidate for Miss Hillman.
Oh, do they still do that? I thought that went out with panty girdles.
You never ran for Miss Hillman, did you?
No, but for a few hours I was queen.
Oh, I want to hear that story.
You're kidding.
No, she's
Maybe.
not.
I'll never tell.
That would be a fascinating story, though.
Yeah, right.
Millie, did I tell you that my mother was Miss Hillman and my father's mother, my Aunt Francine and cousin Alicia?
Unfortunately, my dear, the title is not hereditary.
The election's tonight, and the people will decide.
I'm all for democracy.
Yeah, except when it doesn't work in your way.
Why don't you run?
Forget it. Miss Hillman contest is sexist, degrading, and superficial. But if you win, they pay for your books.
That's enticing.
Ooh.
Why don't you run?
Me?
Yeah. Why I love.
She's like, I ain't quite got the temperament for it.
Why could someone like Jaleesa run and win?
Oh, get real, Denise. I have about as much chance of winning as Dwayne.
I want to see that pageant.
Because it's Miss Hillman, not Mr. Hillman.
Wayne has as much right to those free books as any woman on this campus.
But he's a guy.
Nobody's perfect.
Classic, Some Like It Hot reference.
Hi, guys. Ooh.
Denise, my horoscope predicted this. It said the woman you are destined to marry will come to your table and eat a french fry.
Go on, eat.
You spoke too soon. You should have waited till it was in her
waited.
mouth.
How would you like to do something wonderful for every woman on campus?
Certainly, if I can start with you.
Calm down.
We want you to be Gilbert's candidate for Miss Hillman.
I thought you had something serious to ask.
I'm serious. You believe that men and women should be equal, right?
Right. He does?
He's like, shut up.
Every woman on campus would be grateful to you.
Why?
Grateful.
How grateful. Yeah, like dinner and a movie grateful?
Very grateful.
Oh, well, what is it you want me to do?
Buy some mascara.
He cracks himself up.
8 o'clock tonight, okay? You won't regret it.
My God, she buttered him up.
The point is, they're all women. Dwayne Wayne, if you've noticed, is not.
So,
So?
Equal right to an equal fight.
Yeah.
I simply wonder why this is so important to you. Could it have anything to do with the fact that your mother was Miss Hillman?
And my father's mother.
She's got,
My God.
she's got something to live up to.
The point is, becoming Miss Hillman might be an achievement, but it's not going to change anything.
Your mother still hates you.
Take your Aunt Francine, for example. I knew her well. She was a chucklehead before she won, and a chucklehead afterwards.
Well, maybe so, but She did look lovely in that crash.
And that's what matters.
That's all that matters. Oh, Whitley. A simple woman of simple pleasures.
I have only one thing to say. May the best woman win.
You're so funny.
You are all invited to my room tonight after nominations for Victory Praline and Gabfest.
Can y'all fit in there?
Sorry, Dwayne, ladies only.
But what if he wins?
Let's nominate someone who can prove that anyone can be Miss Hillman. I give you Dwayne Wade.
He doesn't even live in this dorm. He doesn't even go here.
When I realized that I, Dwayne Wayne, could help the cause of feminism, I said, I am your man.
What a guy.
And I want to repeat that to each and every one of you. I am your
Man. Beautiful.
Oh,
All the hands are gonna go up.
Horse
I
feathers.
don't have any praline. But I'd be happy to take you all
Her
out
accent
for
is just too much fun to
after
poke
the
at.
election and an in-depth discussion on our bodies ourselves.
Our bodies, ourselves.
By the way, I got an A in my women's studies course, and a woman gave that to me.
The woman gave that to me.
That matters.
this is anarchy. We cannot allow this rough beast to slouch towards Hillman to be born.
Oh?
Everybody in favor of Whitley.
2 people, 3. I guess you could vote for yourself.
Yeah, I guess you can
For
vote for
Dwayne?
yourself.
Dang.
Nice.
Overwhelmingly.
I don't know, man. I think Denise is using you.
Well, I hope
She
you're
is.
right.
Yeah.
It's like, I'd love to be used. Use me harder, Denise.
Oh no.
You know my man Ron, right?
Hey, what's happening?
Gentlemen.
Oh.
The guys were talking about asking you to join the fraternity.
What?
As a little sister.
I was gonna say, I knew they were
Yeah.
coming to make fun of him.
Is there a Dwayne Wayne here?
Oh,
Your man
shit.
over here.
Oh no. I'll take it. Give me the flowers.
Who's it from?
What did it say?
Why'd you rip it up?
Trust me, you don't want to know.
Who's it from?
What lovely flowers.
I want to know.
Who sent them?
Oh, couldn't have been you, Whitley.
Kappa Lambda Nu has elected me their candidate for Miss Hillman. Isn't that right, kid?
Oh, you went to a different place?
And Kappas never lose.
Well, there's a first time for everything. Put these in water.
Put these in water.
Hey, baby, want some fries to go with that shake?
Y'all are hilarious.
I've been dogged by some of the most beautiful women in school. Why should I care about a bunch of ugly frat rats?
Nice racks and backs. Can I get your 7 digits?
Why, yes.
Hey, baby. You are my destiny.
Who gave him the flowers?
I got your destiny, my man.
Oh my god, oh my god. Sit down, sit back down, sit back down.
That was quick.
They all popped right up.
Dwayne, if you want to back out of this contest now, I mean, I think I can speak for everyone at Gilbert Hall when I say,
Please
go
don't.
ahead, get out.
While you can.
He's in too deep.
Ooh, your legs are talking to me, and I like what they're saying, honey.
Oh, I thought she was legit hitting on him.
Nope.
Denise, did she mean that as a compliment?
Sure.
Maybe.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Didn't feel like a compliment.
Oh, hey.
I found your clothes. Why don't we just go back to the gym and get them?
Thanks.
Oh, no! They took your clothes!
I said it so loud.
I love Ron. I love Ron so much.
Dang it, man. Sinbad was keeping it on the down low, too. He just blurted it out.
Yeah, right?
Did you hear the way they howled at me, Coach? Animals!
Now, did you ever holler at a woman, Dwayne?
Yeah, but women like that. I don't.
How do you think they feel?
I expected whistles, but barking? Oh, God, I think I'm losing my rap.
Oh, no.
Whoa, that's serious. Yo, did I ever tell you about Arnie Baylor? Yeah, see,
Please tell me more.
man, he would suit up for every game, come flying out the locker room to ride the pine. Sat the bench his freshman year, sophomore year.
He was ready.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna get in there.
Coach looks at the bench.
Baylor, get in there. Coach.
And Arnie goes to-
Coach. I know exactly what you're trying to say. You're telling me to hang in there, right?
Wrong.
Get out while you can, because he biffed it.
But what about Baylor?
Man, he was wide open in the end zone. Ball went right into his hand, bounced off his face.
Oh, man.
Yep, he choked.
Arnie lost his girlfriend. Now he just walking the streets, shell of a man.
Why did the coach put him in?
Just to make sure everybody got some playtime.
When you cast your ballot, just remember, Whitley, because.
Whitley, because.
Whitley Gilbert.
He's going to stand up there. He's not quitting.
Nah, he's not going down without a fight.
And last, as well as least, Dwayne Wayne.
Come on, where is he? Where is he?
Dwayne, come on.
Looks like the brother finally came to his senses.
No, no, no.
Excuse me. I'd like to say a few words on behalf of Dwayne.
Okay. What are you going to say? You going to move the people?
You know, Dwayne has everything it takes to represent this school. He has a great personality. He has a wonderful sense of humor.
Oh?
And as we all know, got a perfect score on his math SATs.
So why aren't you dating him?
Yeah.
During this campaign, he's been hit on. He's been barked at. And he was locked out of the gym in those stupid shorts. So, to
That's
those of you who
mean.
did this, congratulations. Real mature.
Hold it, Denise.
Oh.
Yeah, as they say in women's studies, it ain't over till a fat man sings.
Fat man sings.
Let's hear some whistles now. How about some hoots?
People got too excited.
Because I've been listening to this all week. So why don't you get it out of your systems now so you don't ever have to do it again?
It's a new battle every day.
Yeah, right?
Now, maybe I did it.
Yes, you did.
Okay, I did it a little.
A lot.
A lot of them.
A lot.
I did it a lot, but it never worked. And now I know why.
Because it doesn't
It's
feel
weak,
fun.
And it's tired. People shouldn't be inspected and graded like a piece of meat. You don't want Miss Hillman to be a pork chop, do you?
He's making some good points.
So if you get the point, stop all this sexist, senseless dogging. And vote for me.
And vote for me.
At last, a real choice.
Wow. What a speech.
Well, he stood up. That's tough.
Oh, big hug.
Wayne, I'll never think of you as a sex object again.
Never?
Come on. Just once more time. Dang.
Karen Louise Thompson, Miss Hillman.
Well,
I'd like to crown her myself.
I guess we just voted for the one we actually liked.
Oh, it's amazing how much dust gets into these pillows.
Nice pivot.
Whitley, I know how disappointed you must be.
Disappointed?
Always next year.
Why, if that publicity hound Dwayne Wayne hadn't split the vote, I'd be wearing the crown right now.
But my dear, you lost by 300 votes.
That's a lot.
Oh my God.
That's a lot.
I don't think I'm gonna be Mama's baby when she hears about this.
Courage, my dear. You still have 2 more years left to become Miss Hillman.
You learn
gonna
more
say.
from your losses than you do from your wins.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll leave you to your spring cleaning.
Quote unquote.
Well, it could have been worse. At least you didn't lose to Dwayne.
No, I lost to Karen Louise Thompson. I'm prettier than she is. You're prettier than she is.
Damn.
Who cares who's prettiest?
My mother does.
The root of the issue.
54 people out there find me worthy of being Miss Hillman. And I have a strong suspicion that Millie voted more than once.
Being Miss Hillman is not the only way you can make your mother proud of you.
You've never met my mother.
You have
Like,
lots of good qualities.
Like what?
very outspoken.
Yeah.
You were nice to my little sister once.
You have a biting sense of humor.
Your fashion sense
You're
is
very
immaculate. You're very neat.
I envy that about you.
She is neat.
Go on.
She's organized.
Did I mention how nice you were to my little sister?
I got 2 things. That's it.
You could spend the rest of your life trying to please your mother.
Or you
But
can
it
make
sounds
something
to
of
me
yourself.
like the rest of your life is what it would take.
Wow, that's deep.
Ooh, yeah.
I'll see you later.
Man, Denise over here dropping some wisdom.
Hello, Mother. I'm fine. How are you? I've got some news for you.
Not good news.
I've got something to say, and I don't want you to interrupt.
Oh.
For 19 years, I've been living my life to please you.
Oh boy, here we go.
Wow.
And no matter what I do, it's never enough. So from now on, I'm gonna live for me. At least that way one of us has a chance to be happy.
You tell her, Whitley.
And by the way, Mama, your baby lost the Miss Hillman contest. And she doesn't give a flying fig.
Yeah, she
Her mom's
wasn't actually
yelling.
dialing.
Is she actually talking to her mom, or her mom's just yelling on the phone? Oh, okay. She was
now
practicing.
I actually dial, yeah.
Hello, Mother.
Oh, we never get to see.
Gotta practice it.
Every once in a while, they use her character to get into some deeper conversation. It's interesting. She's a good actress because, like, she has to. We've talked about her before, but she rides that line of having to be like the butt of the joke.
Yeah.
But also has to pivot sometimes into being someone who's vulnerable, so you can access something different and more, I guess, emotional.
Yeah,
you
because
know?
we get a lot more catharsis from seeing her change than maybe Denise.
Yeah.
Because Denise is just like the one that we project onto.
Sure.
In a lot of ways. She's
Yeah.
kind of the audience insert. So watching Whitley, who's like so far skewed to one side, actually creep towards a better person
Right.
is much more satisfying, I think.
Yeah. As soon as Dwayne, started going for that role that Lisa Bonet asked him to do, I was like, oh man, I feel like this is gonna backfire in a mean way. I don't exactly know how, but I feel like he's gonna get clowned. And then sure enough, the whole school's clowning him. And I guess that was the after school special kind of element of, women don't like that, so stop doing it.
You gotta get the message in.
Yeah. The only way I can relate to that is I've been hit on by dudes in a very aggressive way. Like, I get exactly what women are talking about. Where it's just like,
You're just like,
it's a lot. Like, thanks, but no thanks. Like, this is a lot of energy that I did not invite. Like, stop, please.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm not interested, please. How do I say no thank you? Like,
Yeah. How do I say it emphatically enough that like you get the message?
yeah.
Right? And it's hard because there's also a societal pressure on women to like be nice and polite
yeah.
and stuff like that. And so they don't necessarily have the room to be like, no, knock it the F off.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do kind of appreciate the message of like, y'all were doing it to me and I've realized how rough that is and why it doesn't work. So maybe we should all pump the brakes a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm certain that next episode, Dwayne's going to be out here like hitting on girls left and right. But that said, Dwayne is decently respectful about it.
Yes.
Overall, as his character.
Overall, yes. Yeah. And I don't know. I don't think he's going to take any of his lessons into the next episode.
Oh, God, no.
But it was just like, for the moment, it was neat to see him have like some perspective and realize like, yeah, that energy you put out aggressively on, the opposite gender, like that's what it feels like. And it's a very discomforting feeling sometimes, like a little bit here and there is okay. But then every second, it gets to be a lot.
Yeah, the constant barrage.
Yeah.
And it doesn't help if you're someone who is very attractive. It's like, it just comes at you from all sides.
Exactly.
Like the prettier you are, the more attention, positive and negative, you're potentially going to get.
Honestly, that is what stops me from hitting on women sometimes. It's like, I go, oh, God, like, am I going to be another statistic that in her day to day of like guys that just make her feel uncomfortable? Like, how do you go about entering a conversation with a stranger without being just like another creepo dude,
I have had a sort of experience in the opposite of like where I grew up in a very, very small town, right? And so like people don't catcall in my hometown because everybody kind of knows each other, right? So it's like you can walk along the street and it's nice. And you can nod to people, make eye contact with them on the street and like compliment them.
Right.
And so I quickly had to learn to like leave that off because I'd get weird looks around Hollywood when I was walking around in college. Because I'd be like, oh my God, I love your dress, right? And these like women would be like,
oh really?
Are you like hitting on me right now? Like what? Yeah. They'd like get all weirded out, and so I had to like kind of pump the brakes on it. Because sometimes I just want to tell somebody that their outfit looks great.
You would get weird looks when you complimented a woman's dress?
Yeah, because like oftentimes they were like, okay, are you going to stop and like talk to me? And am I going to have to like find the exit line to get you to go away? Because it's Hollywood, which isn't the greatest place on earth. And then
I would think that people wouldn't be taking that in a negative way. They would assume something else else about you.
It always throws people for a loop.
Okay.
It's like I could see the processing in people's eyes of being like, do I need to be? No, wait. Okay, maybe he's okay. And by then I'm out of there.
What kind of? I wish I could be there for this. Like, I
don't know how to explain it. It's just like I see in people's eyes the initial reaction of like, why is he talking to me? Oh, he's actually being genuine.
Well, I know where you're coming from, right? But like, I know how someone else might perceive that. But what you're describing to me sounds totally different than what I would expect to happen. What I would expect is the girl it's not like you're going, hey, nice ass. But it sounds like they're taking it that way when you say it.
It takes, what I've realized is it takes people a minute to process. And some of them are still weird about it of like, okay, why are you like,
but you're in Hollywood.
You don't know me.
It's Hollywood.
Yeah, but it's Hollywood. That's also the thing, is like they're waiting for the next line to be, hey, nice ass, or, you know, hey, that's a nice dress, would love it on my bedroom floor, like stuff like that, you know?
How are you saying it?
I'm just like, oh my God, your dress is amazing, or I love your dress.
I can't see that going negative. I need to see this in the wild. I need to see.
All right, we'll go wandering around Hollywood.
I need to.
People.
Like, I am dead serious. I need to go to Hollywood with you and see how this plays out, because I can't imagine. And every girl you say this to is going to say thank you and smile. And you're going to be like, what the frick?
Man, I must have been doing it wrong.
Yeah. As I'm so convinced it's not going to play negative. Like, I have to. I don't know. That's hilarious to me that doesn't play in your favor, because I would think that would immediately play in your favor. You know, or as opposed to what I do. Like, hey, do you have a boyfriend? I don't know. Anyway,
different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, I would actually love to see you do that. I'm like, that's how you do it. That's how you disarm. You know. But anyway.
Hey, your dress looks nice. What's your star sign? Okay, anyway.
Yeah, exactly. No, actually, it's funny you say that. There was a video I saw on Instagram of this guy who it was all of, like, for him it was just an experiment. But what he would do is he started out being very effeminate in the way he was talking, like, hey, Carl, and like doing the whole thing that's just very stereotypical, like the most stereotypical that you can imagine, like in terms of how you describe a gay person.
Right, yeah.
And then he transitioned all the way to his deeper voice of being a straight guy. He's like, so when are we going out? And she's like, what? You just
hang on a
you
second.
Just did a 180. But like the thing is, you spend so much time in the feminine zone. He already like got close to her, and she's like, oh my gosh, okay, fine, here's my number. And it worked. I'm like, my God.
You gotta, yeah, exactly. You don't come at it aggressively. You come at it from a tangential angle that they don't expect.
Yeah.
That's how you get people's guards down, and that's how you get the in.
Man, I am such an awkward person in real life. Like, the other night I was at the gym, and I saw this woman, and she saw my eyes looking at her eyes, and I'm like, fuck. Well, I'm not looking that direction the rest of the night. I'm just gonna be over here.
Yeah, the moment you make awkward eye contact with someone, you're like, damn.
Yeah, because like what? Like now what? Like if I walked over there, it's, you know what I mean? It's just now it's weird. But anyway, moving on.
Oh boy.
What are we celebrating?
You okay?
What? I heard nothing.
Tell me more.
What did you say?
I said, I wish I'd never taken Foster's poetry class.
I feel like we haven't been in the room in a while.
No, I was just thinking the same thing.
People are more afraid of giving a speech than death.
Having them stare at you, sweat pouring down your face, your knees knocking, your heart pounding, your mouth getting quite...
That's why you take a speech class.
Yeah.
Everybody gets a little stage fright.
No, see, I get stage panic. I had to give a speech in junior high
Freeze
school
in front
once.
of everyone, huh?
I'm almost over it.
I'm almost over it.
Damn.
Hey, that's an idea. Why don't you give the speech for us?
How?
Come on, Jaleesa, it'll help you relax.
Just think of everybody naked or in their underwear or something.
Remember, everybody up there is just as nervous as you are.
We study art history because it enhances our appreciation of
Lord, it's
painting.
like a robot.
Studying the
wow.
history of poetry can likewise enhance our appreciation of the poem.
The slowly dropping smile.
What's wrong?
It's
I would
It's
say
amazing.
anything's
You're
wrong.
great. You're doing amazing.
Would you?
No.
Well, would you say I should be doing something differently?
Give it some life.
Everything.
Well, off the top of my head, I think it would be helpful if you didn't read the speech word for word.
Thanks, Denise.
You expect me to get up in front of 28 people without knowing exactly what
people.
I'm going to say?
That's the idea.
Forget that idea.
You're right. Like she's a leader. She talks to the whole.
The entire dorm.
To make the speech more conversational and less stilted.
I sound stilted?
A little.
That's not it. No.
People tell me my problem is rushing.
There, you're improving already.
Stilted rushing.
Gotta look on the bright side.
So what do you say we go back and start from the top?
No. Well, now you get out your note cards.
Okay. I'm not mad at these two at all. They did their best to like soften the blow.
Yeah, for sure.
That is a proverbial doornail.
It is a no-no. You are breaking a rule.
Rules are made for the common good, which is all very well for the common.
Oh.
I was gonna say, rules are for other people.
At what price, Millie? Skin like a
My
rhino?
skin.
What on earth am I gonna do without my humidifier?
Get a new one?
A pan of water near the heating vent should add moisture to the air.
Uh-huh.
So would a lawn sprinkler, but I'm not gonna put one in my boudoir.
Ronald may be able to fix it.
Okay.
I think not.
Ethics aside, if a repairman comes up here, you'll probably get caught.
That's true.
Like I said, call Ron. You know the number, you call him every night.
How do you know that?
Good for her. At least somebody's happy.
Yeah, right?
Are you sure you don't want to go to the cafeteria?
Maggie, I don't even want to walk past the cafeteria.
Right. Guess I should have asked Denise for the money she owes me.
Denise owes you money?
Yeah, $22.
Jinx?
Hate to ask her for it, though.
Why?
Well, you know, it's only been 5 weeks.
What?
5 weeks?
Get it back.
Oh, hi, guys.
Hi.
Where'd you see what I got?
Oh, she was able to buy something.
Yeah,
but
where'd
she
you
hasn't
get
been
that
able to pay
money?
her back.
I think if you're going to wear that out in public, you better get a horse to go with it.
A horse?
What's wrong with the hat?
I didn't think you'd love it. Maggie, what do you think?
It's cute.
Did you buy it with $22?
Oh, I can't believe I spent this much money on a hat.
Me either.
How much was the hat?
Oh, I'm gonna go see what I have to go with this.
God, I'm a stickler for this kind of thing.
Yeah, right? Pay her back.
Do you think you can fix it?
Sure we can.
Oh no, it's gonna get much
Do
worse.
you actually know what it is?
What is this?
A humidifier.
I was gonna say humidifier.
Yeah, right.
This is not going to go well.
Nope.
Do you know what's wrong with it?
Not exactly.
It's not humidifying?
It's not working.
It might be
That's all I got.
easier to tell if you touch it.
Put your hands on it. Tell me what's wrong. I mean, you can always break it more.
Maybe it's a circuit thing. Needs a new spark plug.
Yeah, right? Gotta change the oil.
They lift their clean, calm eyes, and they lie down and love the world. They speak with their companions. They do not
I
wish
mean, his
they
voice
were
is
otherwhere.
amazing.
Perhaps they know that creature feet.
I don't know if I've ever been in a class where everyone was so collectively
Like
captivated.
enraptured.
Yeah. Is this the teacher that she has to give the speech
I
for?
believe so, yeah.
Excuse me, Professor Foster. Can I speak to you for a moment?
I'm all ears.
It's about my oral report.
You're dealing with
The historical use of rhyme.
fascinating topic.
Thanks.
I don't think a speech will do it justice. I thought if I did a written report, I'd be able to explore the topic.
Oh boy.
He's like,
gonna
that's
see
not
right
the
through it.
point.
In other words, Miss Vincent, you're afraid to give a speech?
Yeah. Although I really do think I could do a better job on a written report.
You gotta learn, you're good.
You may not believe it, but I promise you, the more you speak before a group,
The easier it
will
gets.
become.
It's true.
It's like rejection. You just got to do it enough so you get over it.
You're a business major, correct?
Yes, and you're thinking that public speaking is important when you're in business.
Very true.
I was thinking that it's important for you to be willing to take some risks.
Good lesson.
Fair enough.
I'm going to leave the decision up to you. I need a report from you, be it oral or written. The choice is yours.
Written.
Yeah, at that point, I'm just writing the report.
My wife has just graduated from yet another cooking class.
Okay.
I have to go home now and
Oh,
eat her fun.
no. Oh, no.
So who's the brave one, you or me?
Yeah, right?
Tell me that. Riddle me this.
I will say I'm the person who will take an oral report over a written report any day.
My skin is so parched, I feel like a Bedouin.
Oh, what?
I might just dry up and blow away.
Don't let me stop you.
Ronald!
I can't help it, Buttercup.
Buttercup.
She really fries my rice.
I think I know exactly what we need
Do
to
you?
get this thing misting again.
Do you?
Oh, are you sure?
What? A repairman.
Can't have a repairman trotting up these stairs. Humidifiers are contraband.
Okay,
Quickly.
bring it
If the repairman
downstairs.
cannot come to the appliance, we must get the appliance.
Yeah, that's what I'm
to the
saying.
repairman.
You gotta move it at midnight.
Now do you see why this man and I are tight?
He's a genius.
Step for you. Thanks. And let's see. Gum. Good. The typewriter ribbon. Thanks. And the fashion magazine for you.
Great.
That you've bought. What do I owe you?
Cents. Thank you.
How much do I owe?
$12.
Happy, right? Yeah.
$12.
$8. Can you believe it? It's Italian.
I'll have to go ask Carla for
It's just
change.
making me
That's okay.
mad.
Trust you. Pay me later.
Okay.
I trust you pay me later.
Oh my God, say something.
Get the $22.
Is that a purse?
Looks like a pineapple.
It's got shoulder straps.
Jack, I don't know why I can't get over it. $8 for a magazine.
Get it out of your system, just say
And
it.
yet you're not paying me back.
It's great, you know. I find if I discipline myself just a bit, I can afford those extra luxuries.
She doesn't know.
Oh.
She has no idea.
She has no idea. She's totally forgotten. She's probably just forgotten. You just gotta remind her.
Love this woman, man?
Yeah, that's
Oh no.
Silly, isn't it? Thought I'd get by with my car, but I guess not.
good cover.
I was going to ask you to help me with my dance steps. You see,
What?
laddie, Chip St. Charles asked me to attend a cotillion.
Is that so?
Yes, it is.
Keep her looking at me. Keep her looking at me.
Or my tango.
Nice. Nice. Coming in clutch with the music.
In the lobby.
There's more room out here.
Has more room.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
Incredible. She's great.
She saw it already. She already saw it.
Yeah, for sure. She knows. She knows.
She's the kind of character that's got eyes in the back of her head.
Yeah, she knows everything that goes on in this dorm.
What are y'all doing? Do you not? Oh, nice.
Nailed it. Flawless.
Oh, I guess she didn't know.
Nope. Or she knew and she was just letting it happen because she's like, I understand the humidifier gets dry as hell in here, these old pipes.
They're both uncomfortable.
She's sleeping like a baby. Either that or she's not because they're all making noise.
You guys, is something wrong?
Yes.
I'm fine.
So am I.
Yeah, right.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah, positive.
You will lose sleep over something so stupid and petty by not confronting it.
Maggie, what's the matter?
Nothing's the matter. What could be the matter?
I don't know. You
You owe
guys
me
tell
$22.
Something's wrong. Are you fighting?
No.
We're not fighting.
I don't feel very good about the paper I wrote for Dr. Foster.
Aww.
So they're just bullet points then.
Yeah, bullet pointed and speech.
So what is the problem?
He thinks I'm a very good student. I mean, Dr. Foster really likes me.
Oh, I'd kill for that problem.
I mean, I can just imagine the look on his face when I hand him the paper.
You'll live.
So then why don't you just give the
Yeah,
speech?
get the.
Because I'll throw up.
Because
The
I'll
look on his
die.
face will be worse.
Because it will murder me.
Because I will disappear from the face of the earth.
Don't you know what it's like to be afraid to do something?
Sure I do.
Well, you're making it sound very easy. Jalisa, face up to your fear. Jump off Niagara Falls.
Ask Denise for the money she owes you.
Still good advice. I think it's the best thing for you to do.
Why? Why is it the best thing? She could face
Oh my
up to her
God.
fear and end up looking like an imbecile in front of the whole class.
Thanks, you're making this a lot better.
Why does this society insist that we face up to our fears? I mean, every magazine I pick up these days seems to have an article about confronting fears. I mean, why? Why should I?
I think you're taking this a little personally.
I mean, do I have to be perfect so I'm not the most assertive person all the
Maggie,
time?
what are you talking about?
Oh, I agree. Give me my money.
Whoa.
You owe Maggie $22.
I do?
You borrowed it from me at the bookstore, remember?
Oh, wow. Maggie, that was over a month ago.
6 weeks ago yesterday, but who's counting?
Oh, well, I'm so sorry. I can't believe I did that.
You don't have to give it to me now.
Nah, yeah, now she feels bad.
I've got the money on me now.
She wants to.
But I don't need it all, really.
Maggie, take the money.
Why is it hard? That's such a real thing.
It is. It really is. Especially from like friends or people you know.
That's why if someone asks to borrow money, I'm just like,
No.
this is yours. Just
Here,
it's-
have it.
It's like, I don't like the feeling of wanting it back.
Right, I gotcha.
Much of today's poetry, in fact, takes us full circle to the earliest
Hey,
English
she did it.
poems,
She's
which
doing
were,
well.
as I stated earlier, totally devoid of rhyme.
Thanks, guys. He's enraptured. He's like, this is amazing.
I handed out before I began. Thank you.
Atta girl.
That's hard.
You did great. You did great.
The other day, when you were expressing your apprehensions about giving a speech, I assumed that, like most students, you were exaggerating. I was wrong.
The fact that you did it anyway is amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you, though, for encouraging me to do this. I would have felt terrible if I'd handed in that paper.
Well, I'm tempted to quote you some passage on courage or facing adversity or having faith in oneself, but I think the best thing to do is to shut up and give you a B.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Well, you should be proud of yourself. You took a risk.
Aww.
Whatever you may have lacked in presentation, you more than made up for in preparation. Your material was excellent. Congratulations.
All right.
She knows how to research.
Is this the bibliography for the paper you wrote?
Well, yes, it is. And in fact, I could bring the paper in if you'd like.
Only if you promise not to read it.
Damn.
Gotcha.
Hey, at least you can make her laugh about it.
Sideways.
Oh, shit. I forgot all about this. Oh, man.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. Hi.
What you got there?
Ron was just going up to visit Millie.
Is that so? Most young men bring their girls flowers or candy. Very rarely do they bring them humidifiers.
She
Oh,
spotted
you know what
exactly
this is.
what it was.
Yeah.
They last longer.
Why don't you put that down here?
What is holding you up?
Oh.
I think I am.
Oh.
Whitley, the maintenance supervisor came across your bootleg humidifier the other day.
Oh.
I thought when you found it unplugged, you'd take the hint.
You take the. God.
Now,
Didn't even check.
if you two will carry that down to the storeroom, I'd appreciate it.
Damn.
Follow me.
That's all it was.
Double dang.
Oh my God. Unplugged.
I mean, sometimes it's just the simplest solution, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. The simple solution is most often the correct one.
Wow. Yeah, that AI upscaling, man. Sometimes it just is.
Oh, like the things it did to Marisa Tomei's nose and eyes in that scene.
Yeah, man.
Like, oh my God.
No, there was a moment where I was like, in the last video that we shot for this, I was actually happy with the AI upscaling. I'm like, oh, it's actually not bad this time. And then here, I immediately had the thought about it. I'm like, okay, let's see how it goes. And it was doing okay. But then in this episode, it was on Jaleesa's face, like a close-up, and you could see the chalkboard in the background, and it was like, focused, out of focus, focus, out of focus, out of focus, out of focus, focus, focus. I'm like, just make a decision. Like, pick one. Stop doing both.
And that's going to be the whole adventure with this show,
and
which is rough.
It's like I have ADHD sometimes, and I'm just like, I can't even focus on the emotional content now. I'm just looking at the thing in the background and like waiting for it to stop. You know?
Just stop moving.
Yeah, well, the fact of the matter is, more than likely, that was not out of focus. That's a choice that was made.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, in the programming for the AI upscaling, make sure that the faces are in focus because Netflix likes shallow depth of field.
Yeah.
And then blow
Yeah.
the background out of focus. And it just couldn't make up its mind about what to do there. I'm like, is there any sort of like quality check on these episodes, or did they just put it out? Like, come on now.
I guess not. Well, I mean, you know, a quality check, how much of that is like splitting hairs and they're like, okay, it generally looks good, we can put it out, or are they just quality checking each and every single detail, you know?
Netflix went in and changed Ellen Page's name to Elliot Page on the Umbrella Academy. So they can go in and change things. And you'd be none the wiser.
Yeah.
Just like when Amazon went in and swapped out or pulled 1984 from people's Kindles. Like, there are ways that these companies have to go in and swap things and you wouldn't know. Very easily they could have made a change. And there was a lot of uproar about this on the internet when it first dropped. So I don't know why they haven't done anything about it. But maybe it's just like, it's quiet enough that people don't... Netflix doesn't care enough to invest more money to fix it. It's like,
Yeah, they're like, okay, how much revenue are we actually getting from this? Just like a re-release. Oh, look at this new technology. And then, well, that didn't work. So I guess we'll just continue having it out there, but we're not going to go through and fix it.
Yeah. So it's not like Stranger Things. So it's not bringing in
exactly
those kinds of dollars.
The big revenue, the big multi-subscriptions and stuff like that.
Exactly.
But hey, enough about the AI remastering that we talk about every other episode. Let's talk about the content of the episode.
Yeah. One of the things that scares me a lot, I suppose, there's two things. One is dancing.
Okay.
And the other is, I guess, improv to a certain degree. Even though what we do here is basically improv, you know, like there's a stage performance when it comes to improv. And so I forced myself to take an improv class, and I've taken dance classes just to get something, you know, to get over some of those fears and deal with it.
Right.
Also, I admire ballet and dance in general, and so it was fun to learn that. But I totally understand and empathize with Jaleesa, and I'm just glad she didn't stand up there and go, "I'm nervous," because that's something I hate. I know that's like externalizing, and you're supposed to do that, but I hate when I see people say that. It's like, I know you're nervous. Like, you're just making
I understand.
You're making it
We're
more
all
awkward.
nervous.
Just like, exactly. We're all nervous. Just stop. Just do your best to get through it. When I was in speech class, we had to come up with a speech on the fly once, and I'm like,
extemporaneous speaking.
I don't know what it's called.
That's the word. In competition, it's extemporaneous commentary or extemporaneous speaking.
So our teacher paired us up. I don't even know why I'm sharing this, but here we are. And we needed a topic fast and something that was interesting.
Right.
And so I'm paired up with a white guy, and I go, I have a topic for us that I'd like us to do, but I don't know if you'll want to do it. And he goes, what is it? I go, I want to talk about why white guys like Asian girls.
Oh, no.
And he goes, okay. And
kudos to that guy. Damn.
Yeah, I still remember his face when he responded, and he's like, you know what, you're right. Like, I don't know what it is, but I do like Asian girls. I'm like, I don't know either. And so we had the whole class was just in stitches about the fact that this was our topic.
That's amazing.
And we went all the way through it. And the teacher tried to like pad it with something very nice and politically correct, because like what we did was not.
Right.
So,
right. Fair enough.
Yeah. But anyway.
Well, that's what you get when you give like students carte blanche to come up with whatever their project is or whatever their speech is. You know, you're going to do that. You got to lay some ground rules if you want to avoid the extreme option there.
Sure.
I've never really struggled with public speaking. It's always been something that comes easier to me, which is why I said I'd take the oral report over the written report any day, because I can kind of riff and get my thoughts out a little bit more. But if I do a written report, I'm so meticulous about how it's written and the wording and stuff like that half the time I just am sitting at my computer like this.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Staring at like 3 lines.
Yeah.
You know, because at least in an oral report, you've got your note cards of like the points you want to hit. Mm-hmm. And then in my brain, I can come up with the flow and I can find it as I'm speaking. Mm-hmm. And that makes it a whole lot easier.
Yeah.
But I still get nervous before I do any sort of big speech in front of any sort of crowd. If it's like a speech that I've had to prepare or like in front of people, I start like getting little shakes and stuff like that. But I always think the moment I'm not nervous is the moment I should be worried. Because like that nervousness makes sure that, I do have my notes in order. It makes sure that I'm paying attention to what I'm saying and I'm not like, doing anything like weird movements or stuff like that. Like I'm on because I'm nervous.
Gotcha.
If I start getting complacent, that's when I like mess up.
I guess I do all right with public speaking. I mean, whenever we had a martial arts test, each instructor was supposed to say something kind of like talking about how the students did during the test. And there's like 50 students in a test, and then, presumably if it's kids, there's a bunch of parents watching you speak as well. So there's upwards of like 75 people watching you talk.
Yeah.
And I did all right with those. I would get mad when people on the whatchamacallit next to me, on the table next to me, were not speaking with confidence. I'm like, you're a black belt. Speak with confidence. You bleed on the inside. Just speak with more strength.
Bleed on the inside.
Yeah, bleed on. So anyway, I one of my speeches that I gave, I think the very first one I did in speech class was about how to give a speech. Because I thought that was hilarious.
That's
amazing. Like, it's so meta. And
That's funny.
And so the first thing I did was like I had this really terrible drawing of a tree. I was like, my speech is about trees. And then I held it out in front of my face and I'm looking down. And then I dropped the paper and I was like, that's not how you do a speech. This is a speech about how to give a speech. So
what an incredible opening bit.
Yeah. Anyway.
You know what? That's confidence right there. Like, you know, if you can learn to laugh or like if that's my thing is if you can open with some sort of joke or like cut the tension with laughter, a little bit of self-deprecating humor. Like, we all get that everybody's nervous presenting.
Yeah.
And so the best way to do that is with a little bit of self-deprecation, get people laughing, they loosen up, and then you feel like the audience is with you more rather than just a bunch of people staring at you because they've laughed, they've engaged. And once you get to that, then you can go into the rest of the speech and it feels a lot easier because it feels like you're with them.
Yeah. I guess the last thing about that, the lesson I've learned from that class is don't try to chase the audience. It's like sometimes, you know, you're externalizing by saying I'm nervous, or you're saying these are just jokes. It's like, don't do that. Just keep on. Be confident in your direction.
Do your thing.
You know? I guess the last thing we should mention or talk about before we move on to the next episode is the whole money thing. It's if you ever, the lesson that I had to learn is like, if you're ever lending money to someone, you have to pretend you're never going to see that money again. Because otherwise you will have negative feelings in your heart. That you will harbor towards that person. And I think I've told you, and I've already said it on camera a couple times, but like there was someone who borrowed like a large sum of money from me, and I was trying my best to be nice because they needed to make rent. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to give this to you. You don't ever have to pay me back. I'm just giving this to you.
Right.
And like two or three times they said they would pay me back. And I'm like, now I'm mad at you. It's like, I resent you now because I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, because you're like, okay, I'm expecting this money back rather than just this is money that I don't need, so you have it.
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, like, in our modern world, the ability of like Venmo, PayPal, stuff like that, you can drop a credit card on a restaurant bill for you and your friends, and then they can pay you back. I suffer from, if I go long enough without hitting those friends up for that money, I'm just eating the cost on that dinner.
Okay.
Like, I'm so bad about it because I feel like, oh man, so much time has passed. I can't possibly like ask them for this money. So now I try and do it like that night where I feel comfortable about it, because after a certain point, I'm like, God, it feels kind of weird being like, hey guys, you remember that dinner we had a while ago? You still owe me money, right? Like, objectively, they've just forgotten and will probably pay up.
Yeah.
But I'm just, I feel weird about like hounding friends for money.
Yeah.
Even though they have no problem. Obviously, Denise had no problem paying Maggie back, but it's just like, it feels weird asking.
That's funny. Yeah, I go out of my way because like I was just on a trip with Skeeter, and he was like saying that like I might owe him some money for this, that, and the third. I was like, all right. Like, before he could even get home, I was hounding him by text. I'm like, how much do I owe you?
Yeah, what do I know you?
Like, I don't want this. I don't want this on me. Just like, I will just, I'll pay you an absurd amount just so that this is not on me anymore. Like, I don't want this problem.
I will just throw bills at you until you say it's okay.
It's like, God damn, like, let me get home. So, anyway, next episode.
Denise, do you believe it? A month from now, you and I will be in glorious Greece.
Oh, yes.
Greece?
You're going to Greece?
Taking in your partial view of the Acropolis.
That sounds amazing.
So great.
I've never been to Greece.
Yeah, how are you managing that one?
How many drachmas is it to the dollar?
Drachmas.
I think about 100.
That makes our hotel room rate $3.15 each a night.
No way. What?
Wow.
Denise, do your parents know they're going to be forking over all these drachmas?
Not yet.
Not yet?
See, my mom's coming into town.
That shit in the background.
So
Do you see that?
For her, huh?
Not a trap. 4 o'clock, mom's back at her favorite school. So by 4:17, she should be ready to say yes to anything.
4:17.
4:30 when she finds out about your grades.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
I thought you and I would go on a shopping spree. And then it's off to the 12 Oaks Inn for tea and scones with plenty of butter. Just this once.
Tea and scones.
Then I thought maybe we'd catch a movie like we did last year. Can Ronald come with us?
Oh, no.
She wants to go on a movie date with
feel that
Ron.
coming, dude.
Uh-huh.
Did Ronald come with us last year?
No, but today is kind of special.
Oh, it's their
It's our
anniversary?
3-month anniversary.
Oh, no.
But my birthday only comes once a year.
And you've got 9 more. What
Could
movie
we
is it?
celebrate tomorrow? I'll be free all day.
Millie, do we celebrate Christmas on the 26th?
Depends on who you ask.
No, but Lee. Fine. Happy anniversary. Forgive me if I don't send a card.
This is one of the few instances I'm on Whitley's side.
Yeah. I like birthday once a year. You can move the anniversary. It's a 3-month anniversary.
You have a message from your creative writing teacher, Dr. Tuxson.
Uh-huh.
I know I called. I didn't turn in my essay on the use of slang.
No, he was calling about the poem you wrote on courage instead of the paper you were supposed to write.
What?
I guess he'll call about the essay on slang tomorrow.
Oh, no.
Class is called creative writing, and I felt that the most creative way to express my feelings about courage was to write a poem.
Now that took guts.
Think Grease.
Denise,
Oh, God, what now?
if I were you, I'd keep my mind on this continent. It seems to have wandered enough for one semester.
Well, laddie, this has been a very tough semester.
I'm still stuck on that conversion from earlier. Is it
Yeah.
really that good?
At the time, maybe.
I think Grease is exactly what I need to revitalize me.
Letty, you are a Renaissance woman.
Yeah, good brushwork.
What do you want?
Ron, thank you so much for lending me your car. I really appreciate it.
It wasn't my idea.
Why are they
Dwayne
helping?
wouldn't let me out of the headlock.
I'll do anything for her.
Yep.
Ron, man, the tank is full. The points and plugs have been checked twice. She couldn't break the car if she tried.
I disagree.
Last time was a fluke. The woman is responsible, trust me.
Is she?
Where you going?
Forgot my license.
Oh, God, poor Ron.
He has too much confidence in her.
Yep.
You know, next time I suggest a weatherproof latex, because with this stuff, we'll be back here painting in our senior year.
Thanks. I have your number.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. You'll be back.
Don't put the brush so deep in the can. I saved you, man.
In your dreams.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hi.
Hello,
I'm looking for Letty Bostick.
I'm she,
It's Mrs. Huxtable.
and you must be
Watch out for her frying pan.
Claire.
Letty. It's very nice to meet you. Where's
Mama
Denise?
Creed.
I thought she was picking you up.
Yes, I thought she was picking me up too. I hope nothing's happened.
Uh-oh. Did she crash the car?
Tell me, what is going on with Denise?
Claire, your daughter is very bright and occasionally not a bad student.
Occasionally.
But at times, she reminds me of those little toy feet. When you wind them up, they run around in every direction.
I have come to point those little toy feet in the right direction because Dr. Huxtable and I have decided that this summer Denise is going to get a job.
Oh, no. So much for Greece.
So you're canceling her trip to Greece?
She didn't know about the Greece
What trip to Greece?
Oh.
Excuse me? What trip?
She parked at the airport, didn't she?
The one that you obviously know nothing about.
Yikes. Hi.
I thought she just took off.
Right, just left for Greece already.
I must have just missed you.
I don't think so, honey. I waited 35 minutes.
Well, it wasn't my fault. There was so much traffic, and then no one told me that the airport was under construction.
Ah, I was hoping for something a little more interesting.
Well, we're together. That's what counts.
Yeah, you'll be together all summer.
So, come upstairs. I have so much to tell you.
Yes, so I've heard. You planned a trip to Greece.
Oh, ho, ho.
Who told you?
I'm afraid I did.
Whoops.
Well, now don't blame Letty. You were going to tell me yourself, weren't you?
At some point, once you came back
Yeah,
from Greece.
I was gonna butter you up.
Mom, I was just waiting for the right time.
And when was that?
she
When I
returned.
was in a proper mood?
Uh-huh.
Denise, you will not be going anywhere this summer that you cannot get to by subway.
That's
Because,
a
my dear, you are
long
going to
ride.
get a job.
Yeah.
Mom, Greece is such a wonderful educational opportunity.
Yes, and so is college, but you don't seem to have gotten very much out of it.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
Greece.
Out of the question.
Just like that, with no discussion?
Yes.
You haven't given me one good reason why I can't go.
This is like Chekhov's paint, dude.
Yeah, right? I know. I'm just waiting for someone to get messed up.
You have been here for 2 years and have managed to bring home the same pitiful grades with every report.
Ooh.
And in the past 2 years, you have managed to do everything under the sun except declare a major. So you have had your vacation, and now it is over.
Oh, my God.
And not only that, if you want to continue here at this school, you're going to help pay for it.
Oh.
Hello, ladies.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
It's going to be her.
No, it's going to be Whitley.
Denise, this must be your mother. I'm Whitley.
Whitley, read a room.
Gilbert. You two are gonna have a
Read a
fabulous
room.
weekend.
Okay. Wow. That was a setup.
Hi, Denise. I thought it might be you.
Hi, Rudy. I need to talk to Dad.
I can't.
So we've seen her in a couple of movies.
Oh.
You really messed up, huh?
No, I did not mess up.
Are you sure? This sounds big. You're flunking out of school, right?
Oh, God.
Not flunking out of school.
I just have some bad grades. Hey, C's get degrees.
Do you know those beautiful antique ballet slippers that you just love? Listen, if you go tell Dad that he has a phone call, don't tell him who it is. They're yours.
She already gave those to me.
The last time you needed something from me.
The time you came to pick me up from school, and the policeman stopped you on the way.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Tell Dwayne hi. And don't forget Whitley.
Aw, she's so cute.
Well, did your mom say you can come to Greece?
Nope.
So my parents have decided that I don't deserve a vacation or an education. They're actually thinking of making me pay my own tuition.
Oh, no. Then you'd be like Chalisa.
And responsible.
I mean, how many girls our age are in jail or have been pregnant or married, divorced?
So
Tortuga. I was gonna say you're talking a big game in front of her who pays for her education.
The semester's not
Oh, well,
over
I guess
yet,
she's
and
got a
there's still
scholarship,
plenty of
but
time where you could
still.
finish strong.
They already made up their minds that I'm a total waste. 4 or 5 weeks of hard work isn't going to change anything.
No, they just want you to shape up.
Do you remember my little cousin, Erica? Last year, all she wanted to do was play the clarinet, so she begged Aunt Jalisa, buy me one. 2 weeks later, what do I find buried in the back of the hall closet?
Oh, no.
Uh-huh, clarinet.
Same expensive clarinet she begged me to buy for her.
So?
The point you're making?
So, if you want them footing the bills, it would not kill you to try a little harder.
It's true.
You know, Julie said that sounds exactly like something my mother would say.
Well, maybe you need to hear it.
Today's my birthday. Not that you care.
Happy birthday, Whitley.
Well, thank you for those heartfelt wishes.
I love Whitley so much.
I'm sorry. I just got in a really big fight with my mother.
That's tough.
My parents think just because they're paying my bills that they can run my life.
I mean,
yeah, that's... Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have a trust fund? No trust fund. How about stocks?
You have stocks.
She's got nothing.
What and how many shares?
2.5 shares of Brooklyn Electrical.
2.5.
I mean, how much are the shares?
No stocks.
That's the answer.
What about bonds?
$475 in a savings account.
Forget about your financial picture and think about your other options.
Like what?
Well, you
can you
could
do?
eat humble pie with your parents.
Fair.
Or you could marry well.
Very well.
And frankly, I think you'll have more success with that slice of humble pie.
At this
Thanks,
point...
Whitley.
Yeah, she's not wrong.
Unless Dwayne's really well off.
Hi.
Hello, you must be Mrs.
might be.
Huxtable. It is lovely and beautiful to meet you.
He's laying it on thick.
May I court your daughter?
Yes.
You must be Dwayne Wayne.
Oh.
It shows, doesn't it?
It shows.
Oh, Jalisa. Maggie. Hi.
So great rooming with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, was that? Excuse me, Dwayne?
I can't speak as a roommate, but as someone who got a perfect score,
On his math SATs.
God, this dude.
I guess what we're doing here isn't exactly subtle. Maybe Denise hasn't gotten all she can out of Hillman yet.
But
I know she certainly helped make Hillman home for me.
Oh, me too.
she made it paradise for me.
Dwayne, I need you to ease off.
I would be willing to tutor her all summer long, free of charge. I'll even move in.
He's laying it on thick.
Of course.
You're right. You are the least subtle people I've ever met.
Him especially.
But you're also the most sincere, and I really do appreciate that.
Aw.
Did I mention that the tutoring would be free of charge?
Yes, dear, you did.
He'll stop.
Okay.
Just as long as we're clear on that. Want to talk about it?
What are they eating?
I think it's sushi, but I'm not sure.
First time we ever took you to a Chinese restaurant.
Oh,
You just turned 3.
General Chinese.
Congratulations, you're racist. I'm just kidding.
I don't get it. Why are you being so nice to me all of a sudden?
Do I hate you?
I don't know, Mom. You tell me.
You want the truth? I hate you.
Whoa.
I've always hated you. If it weren't for your father, I'd have thrown you away years ago.
Batting the eyelashes.
That's how it felt this afternoon.
Denise, I had a talk with your creative
She's
writing
so
teacher
whiny.
this afternoon.
Uh-huh.
I will hand in my paper.
No, he didn't say anything about your paper.
He said your poem's incredible.
He did say that you are lazy, that your work habits are atrocious,
Oh.
I mean, this is all accurate.
and that you are one of the most gifted students he's come across.
Yep.
That's
you
true,
just gotta
too.
put work to it.
He did, and he showed me your poem.
Yeah, the one he gave me a C on.
He says it shows the gift of expression. And I said, since neither
Thanks.
I nor Dr. Huxtable have that skill, especially Dr. Huxtable,
Damn.
this must be your own unique gift.
Did you like the poem?
It was beautiful.
Thank you.
She's just got to be present.
Yeah, you just gotta work.
And because you are one lazy child, you do not want to work. I think it's because you're afraid you're going to succeed. And then people will expect you to do well all the time, and you'll have to
Right.
work all the time.
You gotta work
I
hard.
do work hard.
That look.
Damn, that look.
If you could schedule those sometimes just a little closer together, I bet you could accomplish something.
I plan to. I do.
Well, show me.
Mom, I will get a job, okay? Maybe as a waitress.
Oh, no.
With salary and tips, I could probably pay room and board.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. She's messing with her.
Yep.
Maybe part of my tuition if I save up. Okay.
Well
For
done.
now, honey, why don't you just pay for dinner?
Pay for dinner.
Mom, I love you.
I don't have the money
I don't
for
have enough to pay
dinner.
for dinner.
Oh, she's being all sweet.
Not the batting the eyelashes. Oh my god.
I took like 8 glances at that food. I can't recognize it.
No idea what it is.
Maggie, how much was that hotel, the one with the partial view of the Acropolis?
$6.30 a night.
I think maybe I can swing that. At least for a couple of weeks at the end of the
Oh,
summer.
she'll go to
Julie's
Greece?
is going to Greece.
Hi. Hello. Mom, we just have to stop here for 1 second, and then I'll start on my paper right away for Professor Tux.
Don't make promises you know you can't keep.
Damn, Mom, I'm trying.
Maybe not tonight, but first thing tomorrow morning, I promise.
Okay.
What?
Excuse me.
Hi,
doing?
Dwayne.
Just overheard. This is none of my business, but does this mean you're not giving Denise the boot?
Not yet.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dwayne's like, this is the only thing keeping me in college right now. Oh my god, the drama.
That's sad. Oh, you're right.
They had a surprise party planned. They wanted to make it seem like no one was going to show
Oh,
up.
that's why Lisa needed to be there. I mean,
Yeah.
Denise needed to be there.
Yep.
Birthday, dear Whitley. Happy birthday to
That was so sweet.
The extra.
Yeah, the little extra at the end, just like, here, I gotta, they told me I gotta drop this present, so I'll just drop it now. My dad had a friend who effectively did the same thing to him as far as the surprise party goes. My dad caught wind that his friend was planning a surprise party.
Uh-huh.
His birthday was coming up, so he's like, all right, cool. I guess I'll just like, there's gonna be a surprise party on my birthday. That's pretty sweet.
Uh-huh.
And then his buddy shows up on his birthday. He's like, hey, how's it going? He's like, good. He's like, you want to go hang out? It's like, yeah, sure. So they go out. They get like lunch. They go see a movie.
Uh-huh.
Just like chill, come over, hangs out until streetlights come on. He's got to go home.
Yeah.
Leaves. My dad's like, what happened? Where was my surprise party?
Yeah.
2 days later, when he's not expecting it, surprise party.
Oh, nice. Nice. Very clever.
Right?
Yeah. I'm still stuck on that extra who came in. That extra came in and was like,
Really like,
and then, like, I mean,
my day rate isn't enough for this.
Well, presumably the extra just wasn't given the direction that she needed.
Yeah.
She was just told to drop it and walk away. She's like, I'm gonna do exactly that because I don't want to mess this up.
Yeah.
Boop, and left. You know.
It's so obvious. It's such a scene-stealing move because of how just like it was.
Well, she thought she was doing the right thing.
Yep.
So Medea goes to jail. Rudy, who's played by Keishia Knight Pulliam. She was the little girl who said was super cute.
Yes.
You see her face there? So she was in Medea Goes to Jail, which we watched.
Got it.
She's obviously in a different world. The Last Dragon.
Who is she? Oh,
I guess I don't. I guess there was a little girl in The Last Dragon.
I think there is. I'm vaguely remembering.
Clearly there is because she's
yeah,
in that.
Yeah. I'm just trying to remember which. Oh, she was in Beauty Shop.
That's what it must have been as well. Because we saw her in there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was like, I know we've seen her a couple of times now, and people always point her out as like, oh, she was in The Cosby Show. Those are the two films.
That we've definitely seen her in.
Yeah. Well, we watched her in The Last Dragon.
Yep.
Medea Goes to Jail.
Yep. And Beauty Shop.
Beauty Shop.
For sure.
So, yeah.
Well, good. She's still working.
Well, she was. But she is. Yeah.
Right.
2025 wife
still
stalker.
working.
Her roles have gotten progressively more interesting.
She's graduated from I'm the cute little kid.
Now she's the... anyway, so that sucks that she didn't get to go to Greece. I feel... But I guess she just has to be responsible.
Yeah. Pay for Greece in your own way. Yeah. Like, make Greece happen for you.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to keep footing the bill if you're just going to sit there not getting anything out of it, I do kind of understand.
Honestly, though, like, I would look for any reason, any excuse to not let my kid leave the country. Like, I would just... I'm the kind of person that would be like, try my best to hide that I am a helicopter parent.
Gotcha.
Like, I guess helicopter's not the right word, but like someone who's very like...
Yeah, very protective and like...
Protective is
hey,
the right word.
Don't leave my sight.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Like, I would be that person, but try my best to mask it.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, if there's a reason why, like, no, you can't go because of this, and this.
Because XYZ thing.
I would have totally let you gone, but you didn't do this.
But like,
right
you couldn't do this.
Yeah.
You didn't get good grades. You didn't do XYZ thing.
Yeah.
I do get it, using it as an excuse.
So that sucks, though. Because I also, as a 20-year-old, if there's an opportunity to like go to another country, that's amazing,
I get where the Huxtables are coming from. At a certain point, like, in a lot of ways, college is kind of like the stepping stones to being a proper adult. Mm-hmm. I was having a conversation with one of my wife's younger siblings who's in college and had just started like freshman year or sophomore year and was kind of having a spiral about like, oh my God, I'm an adult now. What am I going to do? How do you do these adult things? And I was kind of like, you take it one step at a time, where it sort of sneaks up on you. You start out in college and your parents are paying for everything, your phone bill, your meals, your tuition and stuff like that. And then ideally by the end of college, you've sort of piecemealed taken control of different bills.
Okay.
So that way when you go out and you graduate from college, it's not like a big leap into adulthood.
I see.
So I definitely see where the Huxtables are coming from, of being like, okay, you've never worked a job before.
Yeah.
You aren't, like, we pay for your tuition. You basically eat and sleep and buy everything on our dime, or borrowing $22 from your friends. That you need to learn some responsibility and start shouldering some of the costs of your existence. So that way it's not all a lump thing when you suddenly are out of college and we're like, you have to go do it.
Right.
Right? Like, that's how you keep your kid from coming back and living with you indefinitely after college, is you sort of get them to take responsibility slowly. So I understand what the Huxtables are doing, and being like, you need to get a job and pay for at least part of your tuition, because that added responsibility makes it easier to take on other responsibilities of adult life.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. That's a great way that I wish I had.
It doesn't work for everybody, and like not every parent did that, but like that was kind of, I realized at a certain point when I graduated college, I was like, oh, I'm paying my own rent and I pay for my own phone and internet and stuff like that. I don't know when that happened, but it did at some point. And so that felt good. And like I was able to adult, and I'm very, very thankful that that's how that worked on my end.
Yeah, my life was just kind of like, figure it out.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's how it's been ever since I was like, ever since I can remember. It's been like, just figure it out. You got to figure it out. Like, even just getting home from gymnastics, because I used to go to open gym gymnastics and teach myself stuff. Right. And I would ask adults who were there, like, can you take me home? Because if I try to hit my dad up to pick me up, I'd probably be waiting there long after it closes.
Fair enough.
And so it was just safer to ask. And there was just lots of things my parents didn't teach me that I had to like find out the hard way by embarrassing myself and putting my foot in my mouth, or getting fired from a job because I did the wrong thing.
Right.
And so it's like, as I went through all of these growing pains in adulthood, it's like, oh, that's what you're not supposed to do. All right, cool. Now I know. I wish someone had told me.
Right.
And so, but every different parenting styles, now I know. But then sure enough, like, I'll tell my kid, these are the things, and then they will just not listen.
And they'll go off. And there's no accounting for like a child's precociousness or, the innate, what's the word I'm looking for? The innate juvenile desire to deviate from your parents.
Yeah, exactly.
At a certain point, it's just like hard coded in that you're going to hear your parents talking and your brain is going to go, that's stupid. Why would I listen to you? I know better.
Yeah, that just is what it is.
Yeah, and then you learn lessons the hard way.
Yeah. But I still do wish that my parents were a little bit more hands-on in that way, because I had to be hands-on with myself. That's like, it's actually like difficult, because like you learn just from life, and it like it hurts a little bit more than when your parents are like giving you a heads up, like these are the things that you might encounter.
Right.
Here's how you respond to it.
And the parents can kind of cushion the blow.
Yeah.
Like you still potentially learn by hard knocks, but you at least have the benefit of your parents being like, okay, this was a small hard knock.
Yeah.
How do we get you set up for the bigger ones?
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, I suppose all in all, it was a good lesson for I keep wanting to say Lisa, for Denise. And I legit felt bad for Whitley at one point. I was just like, dang, she's by herself. Like, no one's celebrating.
Oh, yeah, coming in with the candle. Ugh.
I guess it was a telltale sign when, like, Denise was like, I just got to stop here for a second. And then, we can go. That was this clue that there was a surprise waiting for her. But how did they know that Whitley was going to show up there? How did they know she was going to show up there with her little, like, that she wasn't going to just be in her room?
Because maybe they know Whitley and they know that she's going to make a big dramatic thing out of everything possible.
Yeah.
So of course she's going to come in front of everybody at the cafe and be like, "Oh, woe is me. I'm alone on my birthday." Ugh.
Sure.
Milking all that sympathy card and stuff like that.
Right. No, yeah, you're right.
Doesn't seem out of character for Whitley.
I guess that's fair. What the hell else happened? Oh, I'm a little bit annoyed that they had the whole painting thing in this. I guess they were just giving them an activity for some jokes, but it really felt like Chekhov's paint.
Where somebody should have ended up on the paint. I agree.
Yeah.
I also don't know why Ron and Dwayne came in and helped. Like, I was expecting them to, like, lean in and be like, hey, now that we've helped you paint, can you do something for us?
Yeah, nothing came of it.
Like, nothing came of it.
Just jokes, I guess.
I guess it just was an excuse to get everybody out there on the porch for the meeting with Mrs. Huxtable.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Like, different location.
You're right. Yeah, that's fair. I guess it kind of worked out.
It just feels like we could have just had her walk into the dorm and had the same sort of conversation in the, like, dorm living area.
Anyway, moving on. Anyways, you guys, thanks so much for hanging with us. Hopefully you enjoyed that. And looking forward to the last 3 episodes of this season with you in the next video. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
Michael Boosh.
Peace out.